The wait is over. There is a new pope in charge of the Catholic Church. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. It was a full day of celebration in St. Peter's Square. We have a live look now at Vatican City. Well, it's much quieter now 4 in the morning there. Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost has been elected as the 266th Pope. He has taken the name Pope Leo XIV.
Pope Leo XIV was elected on the 4th ballot of the conclave after 2 days of voting. Despite keeping a low public profile, he is well known within the church. He previously led the Vatican's powerful Office of Bishops. The 69-year-old is a Chicago native and a graduate of Villanova University. But like Pope Francis, has a background in South America, spending much of his career as a missionary and minister in Peru, later becoming Archbishop. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro spoke with local Catholics about the big news and what it means moving forward.
You could feel that joy and excitement at Vatican City through the TV if you were watching that moment that white smoke started pouring out of the chimney at the Sistine Chapel. And then came even more joy and excitement, and then surprise once Pope Leo XIV revealed himself. And that surprise to see the first ever Pope from the U.S. quickly rippled around the globe, including here in Connecticut. Pope Leo XIV emerges, greeted by cheers, joy, and surprise.
I have to say, when the announcement was made that Cardinal Prevost was to be our next pope, I was stunned. The first words out of my mouth were a two-letter phrase, of which the first word is holy, and I will leave the second word to your imagination.
To put it more plainly, Archbishop Christopher Coyne with the Archdiocese of Hartford says he never thought an American would be elected pope.
At no time in the history of the Church has a pope who was a native son of the reigning superpower of the world, at least in the West, been elected to the greatest of all spiritual offices in the West.
Americans across the country are celebrating the historic moment.
He had a great message for unity, to build bridges.
I know that he's very level-headed, that he's well thought of. He was well thought of in Rome,
including Catholics in Connecticut.
With what's been happening the past couple of years in America, I think people feel very tired. There's been a lot of political turmoil. There's been a lot of stress. There's wars going on. And I think that the fact that cardinals from across the world came together and decided to make an American the Pope is a really powerful message that's not lost on us.
Jack Abbott and Sidney Crockett are with the Southern Connecticut State University Newman Society.
The last Pope Leo XIII, he was a big contender of social justice, and I think Leo XIV is kind of trying to send that same message.
The students, along with Catholic leaders, hope the church's new era energizes the faith.
When I first heard the news, people in the school were celebrating, people were hugging each other. I don't think in my entire life I've seen that kind of positive reaction to a news story.
Here in the Archdiocese of Hartford over the past year, we've been seeing significant growth.
It took cardinals only 2 days to select a new pope. That is among the shortest conclaves in recent decades. Reporting in Bloomfield, I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61.